So originally I was going to make this video about just being called a girl. Then I realized that some girls might be called getting called boys. So yeah. So being called the opposite gender is what I'm going to call. For this entirety of the video, I'm going to be saying getting called a girl because this whole video is going to be my examples of girl, of people thinking I'm a girl because I'm a boy. It's just that this voluptuous hair is just tricking everybody up. That's not actually why I did it, though. No, seriously, that isn't the reason why I did it. I don't know why. I just think that looks cool. Anyway, so I don't know what to do in this situation. Like, I'm one of those people. I feel bad if I make them feel bad. You know what I'm saying? 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 But yeah, I feel like that if they call me her or she or ma'am, then if I tell them, they're just gonna be like, oh no, I'm so sorry, and they're gonna feel bad. Even though I have no problem with being called a girl because I've been called it a lot and it doesn't really affect me. I know some boys out there probably hate being called a girl and wanna yell at people every time they get called one. Jokes with your friends are not included in this video. So I have no idea what to do in this situation because one time, so I don't want them. I mean, I don't want them to feel bad, but at the same time, if I'm gonna see them again, that's different because then it adds like, because when am I gonna tell them? I have to tell them. I mean, if it's a friend or if it's someone that I will potentially get to know and spend time with, I'll tell them sooner or later. Because I don't know if I should tell them or not. Because because I'm so conscious of making people feel bad that this is probably what's gonna. This is what I'm thinking about. That's making me decide on it so hard, and I still haven't figured what to do. I should probably do the one and tell them, but I don't want to tell them. Not because I want to be like trolly and stuff like, haha, you got trolled, I'm a boy, haha. It's because I don't want to make people feel bad, because I know that some people might feel bad if they call someone the opposite gender. So what if some boy thinks I'm really attractive? That will never happen, by the way. Comes up to me, says that he likes me, and I'm like, okay, I'm a boy. That's kind of weird. I mean, I would probably think it at first, and then I would realize that he probably thinks I'm a girl. But I don't want to tell him that. If he says, can we go out on a date or something, that's where I don't know what to do. Because, I don't want to go out with a date with this random guy. In my opinion, that's weird. I mean, there's no problem with going on dates with guys or the same gender as you. There's no problem with that. I'm just saying. Because a lot of people think that there is a problem with that, but it's completely okay to do that. But in my opinion, I just think it's, a tad bit weird. A tadpole bit weird. And so I don't know what to do. I should probably tell them, I don't want to make them feel bad. Now I'm going to get into the part where I have some examples. So one example of what happened, I was in this reading day camp for a few hours every week. And we had partners. All the people there I did not know. So I just sat down next to this random girl. And that's where I was at for the next 5 weeks. Or 5 days of the thing. It only lasted 5 days. It was once every week on Sunday. So and sometimes it was, sometimes we would like, group up together and we would talk about what we were doing in the class and then share it out loud. So one time, the girl, who was actually a girl, I know because her name was Abigail, and that's the girl's name, and also she definitely looked like a girl and acted like a girl. I mean, there's still a chance she'd be a boy, but she was a girl. Don't worry. So then she's saying stuff like, yeah, yada yada yada, and then she doesn't mention something to me, and she makes that clear because the girl said that, I should have probably said her name. If there's like the 1%, the 0.11, the 0.00001% chance that she's watching this, I didn't say her last name, so it's all good, because there's probably like millions of Abigails in the world, so it could have been any one of the millions of Abigails. So, so she said, oh yeah, and one thing, this is her exact words. Oh yeah, and one thing I didn't mention to her is that, yada yada yada. So I was like, okay, well, in that case, it's not really like that bad. I mean, I can still, yeah, it's fine. So I didn't tell her. And if Abigail, and if you're watching this and you're the Abigail who did that, and I do know a few people named Abigail, if you're watching this, yes, I am a boy. I'm so sorry that I did not tell you, but it's okay, don't feel bad, because I get called it a lot. Another time I was at Jack in the Box. No, I wasn't. I was at Carl's Jr., and for some reason, just for the memes, even though I'm like almost 12, I decided, you know what, I'm not almost 12. I have like 8 months until I'm 12. Anyway, so I decided to go on there because the age range is 4 to 12, and I'm 11, and I was gonna be not able to go on there in the next 8 months. So I decided to make the most of it. So yada yada yada, I did my thing. It was pretty small. There's a bunch of girls and then this little boy, and all the girls didn't want to play with the little boy. Like, they play little kid games. So I know. Hold on, I'm recording. So I decided to be friends with this little boy because I felt bad for him. So during the time, he asked me some questions like, are you a boy or a girl? He asked me some other questions, but I'm not going to include those because those don't matter. But he said like stuff like, are you a boy or a girl? And I said, I'm a boy. Then he said, but you have long hair. And I was like, yeah, boys can have long hair. He said, okay. And then he asked me some more questions, which you don't need to know about because they're not related to this video. So in that case, I did tell him because he was only like 4 to 6 years old, 4, 5, or 6 years old. So he wouldn't have felt bad because he's just a little kid. And I don't know. I'm sorry if there's any little kids watching and you feel bad for stuff. I'm just saying the little kids don't have as much caring feelings as maybe more mature kids do. So I did tell him in that case, and I'm glad that he learned that, and he will go on to meet many boys that have long hair, and he will go on to always recognize that they're a boy because he got taught by a young boy who has long hair named Red Pig that boys can have long hair. I'm glad I taught him that at a young age. It's gonna pay off in the end. I bet it will. I should have asked him the guy's name so then I could, if he gets older and I don't know if he gets famous or whatever, I could be like, hey, remember that one time, like decades ago or whatever. I don't know. Probably decades because he's like 8 years old. Because he was probably like 6 to 7 years younger than me. Anyway, guys, hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure you do subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Also, join my Discord. Link will be in the description. Bye.